Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to episode 1 of Breaking Barriers with Bria. Woo-hoo!
Yay! Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're here.
Yes, we're here, finally
Ooh,
here.
Chile.
Praise God.
Yes.
Yes. So today we want to get to know more about you. So
Yes.
we're going to start off with a few questions, okay?
I'm ready.
All right. So tell us, what is a baddie?
Okay, well, a baddie honestly is anybody that has confidence in their own skin.
Okay.
Anybody can be a baddie, as long as you are carrying yourself the way that you want to carry yourself, and you have confidence in that. Point blank, period. You're a baddie.
I love that.
You're a baddie.
That. I love that.
Doesn't matter what anybody else got to say. You're a baddie.
Period.
You believe it, you are.
So who can be a baddie? Tell us examples of who can be a baddie.
Yeah, so I usually put baddie like behind a specific like occupation. So
Okay.
I am a DE&I consultant. So
Nice.
I would usually say that I'm a consultant baddie.
I like it. Yes.
See what I did there. Yeah, so I would say I'm a consultant baddie. I have a friend who's a teacher, and I say she's a teacher baddie. I have a friend who's a choreographer. I'd say she's a choreographer baddie. You know, I have guys at the gym. I would say that they're gym baddies. Because fine, okay? Point blank, period.
Giving.
Fine. Giving. It's giving bad. It's giving dangerous. Ooh, caution.
I love it.
Yes, but anybody can be a baddie. It doesn't matter if you're a woman, a man, gender non-conforming. Anybody can be a baddie. Point blank, period.
Great. So now that you tell us what a baddie is,
Yeah.
who is the Baddie Bria? Why the Baddie Bria?
That is, I guess, it's been a long time coming.
Yes.
The Baddie Bria is, I guess, my like alter ego. And
Okay.
I've always been really insecure and really nervous about posting myself on social media or even just being in my own skin. I haven't always been as comfortable.
Right.
And I think that's like many people in the world, right? Sometimes we don't really believe in ourselves or have enough self-efficacy like we should, you know,
Right.
because we came out of the womb being that
Queen.
king,
Yes,
okay,
yes.
that girl, that bitch, that
Right.
baddie or whatever.
Absolutely.
But many times I feel like society has almost conditioned us to believe that we're not, and we are. So the Baddie Bria came about because I wanted to have a platform where I said I was that girl, and this is just me living and breathing, and some days I feel great, some days I feel not so great, but I'm still a baddie.
Period.
I have a really interesting story, I think, that I'll probably tell as the show progresses.
Yes.
But there are days when I'm like a sad baddie, or some days when I'm depressed and I feel lonely, and I have to remind myself that I'm still a baddie. One bad day only lasts 24 hours. And that's shout out to my girl Meg. And I definitely try to live by that now, because if you don't, it'll consume you. And it's just super important to have that confidence already on the inside and not need validation from anybody else. So the Baddie Bria is a platform for that. And I really hope that the page and the platform can inspire other people to just be themselves, whomever they are when they wake up.
Absolutely. So I'm a baddie too. Is that what you're saying?
And is.
I'm a baddie, y'all.
She
Okay.
is.
I love that. And with you saying that, why do you think that this platform or breaking barriers with Bria
Yeah.
is? Why do you feel like this is important for your viewers? Yeah.
I think it's important because I feel like we're breaking barriers literally every day.
Every day.
I don't think people are calling it that. They're calling it, pushing through, or, ooh, girl, one day at a time, or, ooh, bruh, ooh, yesterday was, ooh, yeah, I went through something yesterday, but you were resilient and you
Right.
were persistent and you broke a barrier. Even if the barrier of yesterday,
Right.
you broke the barrier of yesterday, okay? Because you made it today, okay? You made it
Absolutely.
to tomorrow.
You're right.
So I think that we're really breaking barriers for sure in our everyday lives. And honestly, I think that we feel more alone than we actually are. Mm-hmm. And that is one of the main purposes that I wanted to start this show. Mm-hmm. to remind people that you're actually not that alone. I guarantee you, out of everybody on this planet, there's somebody else
Experiencing the same
exactly
thing.
experience the same thing,
Yeah.
experiencing the same thing. Even though it might not feel like that, in the moment, but I guarantee you there is. So I really want to have a platform and a safe space for people to be able to say, hey, actually, like, he's going through that same thing. Dang, wow, like, and he's okay. And if he's okay, I can be okay.
I
Like,
love that. I love that.
literally, that's like the main, I think, foundation of it, because nobody really wants to be alone, right?
Absolutely not. Right. Absolutely not.
No matter what anybody says, everybody wants some type of compassion, or companion or intimacy in their lives, whether it's platonic, friends, family, loved ones, romantic relationships. So, yeah. I think we all want the same thing, we all want the same thing for real,
Right.
So,
Well, since you mentioned that every day we break barriers,
we sure do.
Valentine's Day, that was one of those days where we have to break barriers, of course. And since this episode is centered around that,
Yay!
could you tell the viewers some of your Valentine's Day traditions, like girls' night out, spa days, self-care? Like, tell us more about what do you do for Valentine's Day as a tradition?
Absolutely. And you being a close friend of mine, you know that Valentine's Day is like my jam.
Yes.
And I know it's cliche, and people call me a hopeless romantic, and I guess I am. I love love. I'm definitely one of those cheesy people. But Valentine's Day, cheesy, honey, listen, cheese goes on everything. Okay, crackers, sandwiches, fruit trays.
Right.
Anyways, yes, but. Valentine's Day is important because I think many times we focus on everybody else and not having a quote unquote person. If the case, if you don't have a person or whatever, people focus on, oh, like, did this person do this for me? Is this person going to take me out here? Are we going to do this? Like, I'm expecting this on Valentine's Day, roses, rose petals, and all of that jazz.
The whole shebang.
All of it. However, you can do those things for yourself,
Right.
and that's whether you have a partner or you don't, and 9 times out of 10, you need to show that love that you want to show to other people, or that you want other people to show to you, honey, to yourself first. Show them how to love you. Show them how to treat you. There's nothing wrong with that, but I don't think we normalize that. I think we normalize getting and receiving love and validation from other people. And that makes us dependent on validation from other people. That makes us dependent on love from other people.
Right.
And sometimes we feel like, dang, I guess we don't got no, like, we don't have love because we might not have that person to pour into us that way.
Right.
But you got to pour into yourself first, honey. You have to.
First and foremost.
You have to. And I think I really get RuPaul's phrase where he says, if you can't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love somebody else? And
right.
I didn't get it at first, but I think how I can relate it now to myself is, if you're pouring from an empty glass, like, you might be a giving person and you really want to pour into somebody else, but your glass is empty.
So what are you pouring?
It's empty.
What are you pouring if it's empty?
There's nothing there.
Absolutely.
There's nothing there, honey.
Right.
So, you got to be able to pour into your own cup first, and then you can pour into other people.
I love that.
That's what I think. So for me, self-love and self-care is like it's super important for Valentine's Day. So I will go to the spa. I'll get a massage. I try to get a massage once a month. I try to buy myself roses and flowers. I actually did that recently. I will meditate, like, mentally. There's different types of self-love and self-care, right? You got physical, so you can do the massages and the nails done and the hair's done. But then there's also mental and spiritual.
Absolutely.
So I pray, that's something I like to do. I meditate, I journal. I journal a lot. And when I'm journaling, I'm usually like laughing or telling a joke or something, talking to myself. And that makes me feel less alone. It reminds me, like, oh, Bria, honey, literally, you got yourself, because everywhere you go, guess who's going to be there? Me, myself, and I. That's it. That's it. That is it. So I really try to make sure I take care of myself. Speaking of, I'm a little thirsty, a little parched. Would you like some champagne?
I would, absolutely. Since we're
Yay.
pouring into, pour some champagne in the glass, girl. Come on, girl, let's pour it. I love
There
it.
we go. There we go. There we go. Do you mind doing the honor?
Absolutely, I will.
Okay.
No,
Thank you.
Right?
Okay, so yay. And actually, you can sit if you want to.
You want me to sit down?
Yeah.
They good at that.
All right, now, y'all. Whoo. I feel like we should. I know. Oh, let's see. Ah!
Okay.
Ooh, okay. And I lied. I said champagne, but it's Prosecco. It's Prosecco. Yes. And,
That's good.
perfect. That was a perfect pour. Y'all saw that? Skills. Yes. Okay.
Alrighty.
Thank you. So we need to cheers. You know, I'm always a cheers person. So
Yes. So I'm going to let you do the cheers. This is your platform. Cheers to you.
Look.
To everything that you want to say to us today.
Okay, I'm gonna say cheers to the first. I'm
Absolutely.
gonna say cheers to the first.
Okay.
Cheers to love, life,
Yes.
self-love, self-care.
Yes.
Cheers to happiness.
Absolutely.
Cheers to going after your dreams.
Yes.
Cheers to being a baddie.
Period. At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, it don't matter what anybody else got to say, what anybody else thinks. You are a baddie.
Still and forever will be.
Been that baddie, still that baddie, will forever be that baddie. Okay, clink, 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 clink.
I love it. I love it.
Shout out to my girl Meg, cause listen, honey, you done got me through some things. So thank you, sis. Love you, boo. Cheers. Yes,
I'm not gonna,
but
it's okay if I put, okay. I'm just gonna do it.
champagne, prosecco, you know.
Okay.
You got to treat yourself.
Absolutely.
You really do. And I would tell, I'm an educator as well, educator baddie.
Yes.
And I would tell my students that all the time. And they'd be like, what are you talking about? Oh my gosh, I don't want to do that. And Miss Bria, blah, blah, blah. Like, this person didn't give me a teddy bear and this person didn't give me this and that.
Right.
And I'd be like, why are you worried about this little teddy bear? You know, you can go to CVS right now and get you a little teddy bear. You know that, right?
Absolutely.
It's the same teddy bear. It's the same teddy bear,
Absolutely.
you know. And I'm like, get yourself a teddy bear. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them.
Very important.
Yes.
Very important.
Yes. So it's
So,
important to
the
reflect.
Baddie Bria.
Yeah, that's
We've
me,
made
I
it to
guess.
the final question.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Ooh, that was fast.
So what, you told us some things that you do for self-care, but what is the most important thing that you feel like you do that regardless if you do your spa days or write in your journal, what is the most important thing you think you have to do to overcome everything as a self-care for you?
Ooh, I think that's probably a combination of things.
Okay.
I'd probably say when I wake up in the morning, like my mind is already racing. So like I have anxiety and I have to like calm it down.
Okay.
So before anything, I have to tell myself, you're alive, Bria.
Right.
You're okay. We're here. Look around. Stop and look around. So if I'm in my bed, I stop and I look around and say, okay, all right, now let's think. What do we got to do today? I don't know, probably a million and one things. But the first thing we got to do is use the bathroom, sis. So let's go to the bathroom, okay?
All right.
Then there's a mirror in the bathroom. And in that mirror, I'm, hey girl, hey beautiful.
I
you
love
know,
that.
look,
Yes.
you woke up like this? You know, and I try to do a mirror affirmation. I started mirror work in college. An amazing mentor of mine actually introduced me to it. And it essentially, I feel like saved my life. I went through a really tough time, a few tough times actually when I was in college. And mirror work reminded me to look in the mirror. Because many times we just walk past mirrors, we don't even look. And it reminded me to really appreciate what was in the mirror. And at the end of the mirror work, I would say, I love you. So I would.
To yourself. You said it to yourself.
myself.
Nice. Okay.
And it really helped me to continue to say it to myself more because, you know, again, sometimes we focus on other people so much. Oh, this person don't love me. This person don't love me. I love you, honey. I love you. And I would say, I love your eyes. I love your skin. I love your teeth, honey. Like, I love these eyebrows. Listen, I love your little chin hairs that be trying to poke out, in the morning time, honey, that you're going to have to calm it down now, okay? Okay? Before you bust out a laser, okay? But I still love you, though. You're showing me that I'm healthy, and then, okay, I got some hair now. I ain't going bald or nothing like that. But, still love you. But at the end of the day, I love you. So, or I love me.
I'm going to start doing that.
Oh, please.
I love you,
it's going to
bro.
change your life.
I
It's
love
going to
you,
change your
bro.
life. Shout out to my
Okay.
mentor. Shout out to my mentor.
Okay.
Love you.
I love that.
Changed my life for sure. So that's where I have to start. Like I have to start there. And once I actually start to prioritize myself and showing myself that I love myself,
Right.
then I'm able to focus on other avenues like therapy.
How to move forward.
Exactly.
Yes.
Therapy.
Yes.
Then, resources, honey. Therapy. Okay, I start with me. Now I'm going to do therapy. Now I'm going to go talk to my nurse practitioner. Now I'm going to pray. Now I'm going to journal or meditate. Now I'm going to listen to some music that just gets me feeling really good and confident and going. So it's a process. It's a process.
But you got it.
But I got it. And you got it too. And you got it too.
You got it too. Yes. So I just want to say thank you so much today for letting us come in.
Of course.
And know about you, more about this platform, more about your podcast.
Yes.
And we love to see this from, like I say, from us, our culture, to see the community.
Oh my gosh.
This wonderful.
Community.
So proud of you. Love you always, sis.
It
You
takes
already
a
know
village.
that.
I love you.
Always. And we want to see more and more big things from you in the future, of course. So,
Absolutely.
So
There's more to
today,
come.
yes. So today, how can the viewers, you out there, how can they stay in touch with you? What platforms can they reach you on?
Absolutely. Right now, I'm pretty heavy on Instagram and YouTube. And I'm trying to grow my little TikTok or whatever, I'm trying to be in with the kids and Gen Z and everything like that. I be trying to bust it out a little bit. 1, 2, touch. No, I'm just playing. Hashtag, shout out to Marianne. Yeah. Anyways, yes, but right now, Instagram as well as YouTube, everybody can follow me on those at the Baddie Bria. Yeah, the Baddie Bria. TheeBaddie Bria.
Wonderful.
On everything.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Yes, this first episode.
Yes,
we did
I
it.
love it.
Ooh,
we did it.
It's crazy.
We did it.
How did we get here?
We're here.
Oh my gosh.
No,
it was all a
looking
dream.
back. Always ahead.
That's the theme song. That's gonna be the theme song.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
That's
Thank you.
Well, thank you, beautiful people, for tuning in today to the first episode of Breaking Barriers with Bria.
Yay.
Remember that.
There's
Real
more to
baddies
come.
break barriers.
Period. Thank you so much for tuning into the first episode of Breaking Barriers with Bria. Make sure to follow us on everything to stay up to date with our content. And remember, real baddies break barriers.